This is Josephine Gibbs reading William Shakespeare's sonnet number 25. Let those who are in favor with their stars of public honor and proud titles boast, whilst I, whom fortune of such triumph bars, and look for joy in that I honor most. Great princes' favourites their fair leaves spread, but as the marigold at the sun's eye, and in themselves their pride lies buried. For at a frown they in their glory die, and painful warrior famous for fight, after 1,000 victories once foiled, is from the book of honour razed quite, and all the rest forgot for which he toiled. Then happy I, that love and am beloved, where I may not remove, nor be removed. So in this sonnet 25, I hope to interpret or analyze the literary devices that Shakespeare used in this sonnet. So in the first two lines, he starts off that those with fancy titles and honors given to them by the powerful of the day could rightly boast all they want, but poets like him may have honors that he didn't ask for. So he was sweeter than those felt by the famous and the honorables of the Elizabethan era. So in lines 5 to 8, Shakespeare observes that the honors and titles that others boast of are just granted by the elite at court. Anyone can flatter a prince merely because he is a prince, much as a marigold opens its leaves simply because the sun shines on it. As soon as the favourites are out of favour, their glory vanishes, just as the marigold withers and dies when the sun no longer shines on it. And then in lines 9 to 12, Shakespeare switches to the mighty warrior analogy. Victories on the battlefield, but losing just once, his other triumphs are forgotten, and his name is erased from the history books. In the final couplet, Shakespeare contrasts his fickle examples of honour and glory with his different measure of honour. He rejoices in the beloved that he bears for his muse or beloved. And this sonnet also uses authorial intrusion, which was also used in the last couplet, which is a literary device that is used by the author, was used by the author to exactly say what he thought as a point of emphasis, as in, then happy I that love and am beloved, where I may not remove or nor be removed. It means that unlike those boastful A-listers in Elizabethan times, he's not going to be forgotten because of the sonnet and because that his lover or her lover, his lover loves him, and he wrote this sonnet to give him or her the honor. He also uses litutes, which are figures of rhetoric speech that use an understated statement of an affirmative and using negative description, as in favor with their stars or proud titles boast. Analogy was used also as in, as the marigolds of the sun's eye, or in themselves their pride lies buried. As you can see, that it's a literary device that helps establish the relationship between the two things, the sun and the marigold, and their pride being buried and forgotten. So I've got to tell you about the repetition also that's used by emphasizing something and repeating words and phrases, such as the repeated use of the word honor, as in the public honor or honor most or book of honor. So you can see that he uses incredible and very powerful literary devices in his sonnet, especially in sonnet 25. Thank you very much for listening, and please subscribe to my videos if you are not already subscribed. Thank you very much, and take care.